Okay, so this is my implanted contact. So here you can see it's actually sitting on top of a little device. The actual lens is very, very small indeed, because let's face it, it's got to fit into the back of the eye. So anyway, what this device is designed to do is to gently fold the lens into I suppose it's a little injection pipe. And this is the item that's going to be placed inside my eye, which is pretty darn exciting. You can see that the end of the tube on the left hand side of the screen, that's the bit that goes into my eye. Okay, so what you can see here is this is actually my eye. And what you'll notice is two things. One is that the iris is very dilated. This was done with a series of drops, and that's to enable enough room for the contact lens to be placed behind the eye. And also, if you look up in the top, what side is that? Left, right hand side of the photo, you can see a little blue mark, and that's actually designed so they can tell where the lens is going to go. Okay, so they've just placed a small incision at the bottom of my cornea, and what they're doing here is they're inserting a protective gel inside my eye, and its role is to protect my cornea during the placement of the contact lens. Now this stuff doesn't stay inside my eye, it's actually removed a bit later. Okay, so this is the little scalpel, and it makes a small 3mm cut into my cornea there, and this is the actual hole that the contact lens will be placed through. It's all fairly straightforward. Now you'll be interested to know at the moment that I have some topical anesthetic drops on my eyes, but I'm awake through the whole procedure. I have some light sedation with a medication called midazolam, and also a little bit of pain relief from another medicine called fentanyl, which is quite strong. But apart from that, I was actually talking my way through the whole operation, and apparently they had a hard time shutting me up. Okay, so this is the implanting device that you saw earlier, and that's just sliding in there. It's now inside my eye, and there we go. The contact lens is ejected into my eye, and you can just see it starting to unfold now. If you watch on the left hand side, you'll notice that the little extra arms have slipped in underneath my iris, and now we just have to Dr. Versace will get a little instrument, la voila, and use it to push the other sides behind my iris as well. And there goes that side, and then this last corner was just a little bit more stubborn. He gets this other little instrument, and that gently sort of pushes it underneath the iris. Now, because I have a astigmatism in my eye, the actual lens is not uniform all the way around. It has an axis, and which is the main reason that the blue markings are on my eye. He's just popped a little bit more of the protective fluid in there, because what he's going to do now is he's going to manipulate the lens so it's sitting on the right axis for my eye, and that way my astigmatism will be corrected. Okay, and the only other thing that's really of note during this part of the operation is that there's a couple of little air bubbles in there, but that's okay, they get dealt with a little bit later. But you can actually see the lens portion of the contact lens there. It's quite round and flat on the front. You see there he's checking the axis to see whether it's sitting in the right way. Interestingly, what are we up to now? We're about 4 minutes into the operation. It really is quite a short procedure, and I'm really glad that I had